What's up, my wasteless wonder? Welcome to another update. I have to first off apologize that I missed Sunday's update, but it's for very good reason. I'm in a bit of a liminal space at the moment. This is just my life right now, and you probably will hear some noises in the background, kids running around. We're staying with a very good friend of mine. We've just got back to Australia. She's got three lovely boys, but she also does a homeschooling thing here, so there's actually kids running around. Obviously, this is not where we want to be living because it is quite a lot of movement and active space. And we're on a mission to find our own space where we can be creative and focus on all of the amazing things that we're doing with the project. But the reason I wanted to get on is just because although I've got a lot of things going on, it is important for me to keep you guys updated. And also, I wanted to welcome two new amazing members to our Patreon team. So first off, Andrew Graham. He is an absolute legend. He's been a long-term supporter of the Wasteless World project. You know, when we actually purchased the machines in Panama, the fact that when we built the factory, which unfortunately had the sad sort of end to that particular endeavor, Andrew was also one of the major supporters of that particular effort and initiative, and he's been following along and helping out wherever he can. You know, I'm very proud to call him a good friend. And in fact, if you want to know a bit more about how much of a beautiful man he is, he was on episode 4 of our The Waste Less, Love More podcast. And he is the owner of an incredible, beautiful eco lodge or resort in Colombia. And aside from being just an avid supporter of what we do, he has also offered any of our Patreon supporters discounts from his resort in Panama. Now, in Colombia, in this beautiful place in Colombia called Venecia. It's just absolutely stunning, and he has built this incredible resort. It's just, words can't describe it. I will leave a link to that in the description of this video. Check it out, because if you're a paid member of our Patreon team, you can also get a discount. So I'll actually put the discount details Andrew's told us about in this video. But this is something that I am doing to try and really obviously gather more support so we can help fund our projects, but also give back to those who are supporting us as well. So as a Patreon member, not only are you getting those inside scoops and the ability to communicate and make decisions and help us direct how we move this project forwards, but you will also be getting discounts off a number of businesses that we're going to be getting support from, or that become Patreon supporters, or that go around to, because on the website, one of the features that we're having on the website is we want to create a community where we can connect conscious businesses with conscious people, conscious clients, right? And so the idea behind that business directory is not anyone can go on there. You have to fill out a form which basically analyzes where you're at with your business. Is it really a business that's trying to do things in a sustainable and conscious way? And you know, when they fill that form out, they'll get an automated response teaching them a bit about how they can actually improve their business to become more eco-friendly, more socially friendly, and sustainable for the planet. So, you know, that's a tool to help them improve. But it's also, you know, if they meet that minimum requirement, then they're going to be up on as a free listing on our business directory. And that's a way that anyone who wants to find conscious businesses within their area can actually go on there and check that out. Now, as an extra feature, we will be asking any of these conscious businesses if they would like to support the work that we're doing, simply by giving our Patreon supporters discounts off their products or services. So that's something that's already starting to happen, but it's something for the future. Of course, for you earlier sort of Patreon members, I'm always thinking about how I can, you know, show my appreciation for what you guys are doing. The hardest part of any project is the earlier stages, and we are really relaunching this project again. Now, we're not starting from zero. The amount of time and experience and contacts and network and all these other amazing resources that we've still got well within our grasp are here. Now we're just restarting, but with a lot more experience, a lot more knowledge and connections. So That's a little bit about Andrew. Thank you. Welcome to the team. And then also, I'm super stoked to have. He's actually a family member of mine. I went and stayed with him down in Newcastle, and that is Sean. So Sean, he's an absolute legend. I was stoked to be able to, on this recent trip around the world, literally connect with all of my good friends, pretty much all of my family, including Sean. Sean was very inspired by the work that we're doing, and said he'd love to help in any way which he can. And I said the best way to do that right now is through Patreon. And that way you can keep an eye on all of the different things that we're doing. And if you do feel like there's something that you can help with, maybe it's a bit of knowledge, maybe it's a resource, maybe it's a contact, whatever it is, if you're listening to any of the updates that we're doing and you think, oh man, that person should, should introduce Tom to that person or whatever, that's what this is all about. The idea is two minds are better than one, but imagine a whole group of us who are working together to try and help solve plastic pollution, protect biodiversity, and bring people together closer to themselves, closer to their families, and to their friends and communities. So anyway, welcome to those two amazing new members of the team. I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. I've got so much going on at the moment. Probably one of the main priorities for us is to find a home, get a bit of stability so that we can then start building the project up from there. Of course, we're going to be focusing quite a bit on opening up the market for lionfish in Australia. So we have got some fins that I brought over, but now we're looking at, I'm basically filling out forms so that we can import these materials from Panama on a large scale. And once we've got that, I will be putting together a Kickstarter where we'll be looking at raising funds through pre-sales to then go over and expand our lionfish team, get more train more Indigenous fishermen, provide them with the tools and the equipment they need, and also the training they need to then be able to. I want to create some more jobs for the women within the Indigenous communities, not just the fishermen. And so there's obviously a lot to do. And the last thing I want to be doing as well is wasting your time or my time just doing updates all the time. So I'm going to try and keep these updates pretty straightforward. Aside from the lionfish and getting all the legal side of things ready, I am also trying to put a lot of effort into the website, the new website I've been talking about for ages. Just moving around, not having a stable place to really get a routine going has made it tricky, but as the old story goes, slow and steady wins the race. Just keep chipping ahead, one step at a time. We will get there, and with your support, I know we can get there sooner. So, as always, thank you so much. Have a beautiful week, and I will be back in touch with you guys in about a week from now to give you an update as to where we're at. Next week, I've got, hopefully, I should have most of the week to really just focus on the project. So I'm really excited about that because I haven't been in a position where I can really just knuckle down. Of course, I'm always doing things, but next week I'm sure I'm going to have a lot to update you guys with. So until then, stay true, stay you, and as always, waste less and love more. Thanks, guys.